de beaux tombeaux. Il faut qu'on sorte pour voir le roi nouveau. Il y a 2 siècles passés, ils ont tué notre roi. Ils se sont bien amusés à faire leur propre loi. Piero Heliczer. The Autumn Feast. One. Notes for the foundation of a school of cinema. The path I was going up, it was darkness. At the top of the path was a signpost. Childhood days in the civilized gardens of summer. A translation of the sign had been slipped over it. In canvas, expression. I turned. "Hey man, you are mucking up my footprints," I said to the unknown I realized was walking behind me. Up the path. "Can't you see I'm making a movie?" I was a saint in the movie. I had the movie pretty much planned out. When I sat down to have a coffee with friends, I wanted to see the rushes. Two, dummies. I would have said outdoors, but there is no indoors and outdoors in the half-lit studio I hired from the sky. It cost several breaths a minute. There was not shooting time to lose. In the pebbles, my own footsteps of paranoia. Guy Fawkes is a long day. It lasts a week, maybe a year. The children are wearing masks. The adults are wearing pale masks. They're resplendent uniforms of gray, of what people think about them. It is dangerous for children to wear the adults' masks. The eyes are too far apart, and they can get run over. Fortunately, The adults stop in time. Only a penny for the old guy? Why? What's he going to eat? He's only a dummy, mister. One man's meat is another man's pussy. I took all the dress shop dummies out to my Guy Fawkes party. Three. Walking to the policeman's toilet. It's so cold. I can warm my hands by holding them over the wooden chair I was sitting on. I go to the beach. I did not mean to blow up the Parliament of Gulls, only to gather driftwood for my Edwardian fire. Old ladies had a good laugh in the glass green pews on the promenade over something, perhaps me. I must look odd in my camel's hair coat, as I have not a hunchback. I married a gull. She was beautiful. Her anus like a mauve chicory flower. Our sexes like two feathered magnets. Two pigeons came, then three, to reconnoiter the gulls. My wife puts on her stockings in the air on her slender legs. A man in a wheelchair looks at me disapprovingly as he goes by. The sea eats its gingerbread cake of pears. The cry of a gull is the most beautiful thing in the sky. I cross the street, then immediately cross back again. I never look to left and right when I cross a street. Why else are street crossings put there, if not to cross? I went into a policeman's toilet. There was a policeman standing in the toilet next to me. It was just like any other toilet. It must be just as strange when a poet walks into a toilet. Four. The dew pearls unthreaded and scattered upon the ground. 1. The soft molecular alarm. I close the aperture of my brain until I go to sleep. The small diaphragm of bones at the top of the skull, this cone-shaped. The bells of my stove ring out the soft alarm of war. The same bells ring for war that rang for peace, and I am fooled. The smoke blows, the waste to budding leaf, a garden of chimneys on all the houses. England is a life of make-believe. The barbarous countries have their neat fences. The leaves shake, the tremulous copper bells, the all-pervading sexton of gray. In the tiny world, many things are lost. The strong nerves going out into the hands, the gray eyes, red hair, and green jewelry of trees, throwing fairy rings upon the ground as they undress in the long looking glass of their shadows. In mists keeping the sacred water birds, the size of Tallulah's eyes. I can't keep my eyes off her lips, because one can tell a girl's cunt by her lips, and realize one can tell a boy's cock by his nose, especially by the distance between his eyes. Absorption through my sex pitted like a piece of driftwood. I think if we began with a laboratory study of dreams, we might work out a different explanation of the mechanism of sensation. Opening your mouth is like a tear in the parachute of thought. Instead, think the thought quickly while the mind is blank and suspended. Two, the limbs shiver, gulls mistake locomotives for ocean liners. Veer off, it is always easier to move, fast on land and slow on water, but the air is anyone's choice. Rocket and balloon have equal claim to air. Flowers of electric wire in the railway tracks are plucked and put into vases in the control towers. I sleep with my love. Like Siamese twins, we have one backbone and two brains. At night, the streets are tidal like the sea. A dog barks at the far end of the street. The king and I have a talk in his trompe-l'œil palace. It is wonderful about losing money on the street. Wet, speckled marble, dents of money in the stone. Dream is my goalkeeper, and day's a day I devote to myself. The wind is throwing stinging kisses of rain. Goodbye to summer. Pigeons in the air, like a slow-motion movie of an explosion, clods of mud. Five, the suitors. I look at the small, ashy excretions of their cigarettes and realize the English are secretly fond of dirt.